This is the songbird cooking. Not sure what time it is, but this cake is really good. I'm sure it's still breakfast time. That's a cake. Let's start over. Good morning. This is the songbird cooking. I just tasted this pie that I had my friend Mary help me mix. And you know what? It doesn't taste like it's mine. Even though the same ingredients, but someone else helped me mix it. And it doesn't taste like it's mine. If you understand what I'm saying. And it actually tastes like a different recipe. And a couple of things did happen different. But that's because I was sharing with her. So, there's a couple of ingredients that were measured different while she was helping me. But it's pretty good. And I'm still going to eat it. And yes, this whole pie is just for me. This one is mine. This one is mine. All for me. And the turkey. I used that big turkey roaster. This turkey, I got wheat paper everywhere. This turkey is good, except that the skin, as you can see, it's not like when you cook it in the oven, a real oven. You know, that's an electric oven. It's not. There's some pigeon peas I have put on the side, on one little corner of that pot. And they were delicious. But this is not the point. Is the skin is not the same. The turkey's juicy, but the skin is not. That's pretty good. But the skin is wiggly. It's not like when you put it in the oven and it gets crispy on top. So, for all of you that didn't have a stove this year, like I don't have a stove right now. If you haven't cooked yet, and you already cooked them, you had to cook in an electric stove, don't worry about it. I mean, electric oven. Yeah, I am still asleep. Other than that, not really sleep, just have other things on my mind right now. And actually, I had the best sleep that I have had for a very, very long. I can't remember. I can't remember the last time I slept like I did last night. This morning, I mean, because that's cornbread dressing. And what happened is it made its own gravy because it was cooking on 250. So it made its own gravy. I have a photo I just took. I really don't feel like walking back over there. It's only 3 steps. Because right now I'm going to sit down and eat this for breakfast. And that's all I'm eating right now. And later I'm going to go and have some kale. I believe I have some kale in the freezer. So you want to have some greens or whatever you want with it or whatever you don't. Right now my mind is somewhere else. Somewhere very good. But anyway. The turkey is delicious. Grass-fed. The turkey is really good. The pie, I would have liked a little more sugar, butter, and milk. Just a little bit more. Maybe it's okay. I'm gonna eat it. Maybe when I warm it up, I'll sprinkle sugar on top of it and butter. A little bit. Either way, sweet potatoes are good for you. It doesn't matter if it's in pie form or... I have lupus, so basically I have to make sure I'm eating all the right foods. Always. And I'm glad it's quiet right now. I have to make sure I eat all the right foods. And sweet potatoes is a very good thing for lupus because sweet potatoes clean out your liver and your kidneys and helps you with your pancreas. And it clears up everything inside of you that makes you keep moving around. It also helps with pain. And when you have lupus, pain medication does not work. Let me get that right now. If you know someone that has lupus, please don't talk to them the way people have spoken to me about, oh, why don't you just go get some pain medication? Because, see, if you have lupus, pain medication just makes more pain. It makes, good God, it makes it feel like, they tried me on 7 different pain medications, or maybe a little more. I might took one or... Oh, God, I'm too close to the door, and there's no insulation in this wall, and I really, really hate this place. God. It sounds like that motorcycle's right in this house. I hate it here. It's better than outside. I'm grateful. When you have lupus, medications, there is no medication. Every medication any doctor has is a experiment. Because every time they tried to give me something, I asked them, what is this for? What does it do? And the one that they gave me, I really, really, really would suggest that no one takes is prednisone. I think it's called prednisone or whatever it's called. Prednisone, I believe, how to say it that way. It's a steroid, and what it does is slows your immune system down. Because when you have lupus, your immune system goes very fast, faster than human. And you could say it's like a superpower, actually. And your immune system goes so fast that... And I didn't read this. The doctor told me this in all those several years that they were experimenting on me. And I would take one or whatever they gave me, I would take it for maybe a couple of days just to see what it would do, including the morphine. And that's how I found out about the morphine, because I couldn't wake up. I just kept sleeping too much. Yeah, I didn't have any pain. That did work, but at what expense? Because it shuts down every organ in your body one at a time until you just stop breathing. That's what it does. And when I went back to the doctor and I said, why would you give me this? I saw a program that came on I wasn't even looking for while I was half dozed off, and it showed me that it shuts down one organ at a time until you stop breathing. And they just looked at me like, how could she just go over there and look that up? I mean, why would she do that and not just do what we tell her to do? That's what they expect, and that's what most people do. Most people just do whatever the doctor says. They don't look it up. They don't research it. They just do what they say. But they're not God. They are people. So that's not good. I mean, it's almost like you're going against yourself. You're going against yourself when you do that, because they're not gods. They are not. And if you really, really ask the questions, you'll know that they don't know what they're doing most of the time when it comes to things like this, like lupus and the extra high superpower immune system that's greater than most humans' flesh can handle. which causes the pain. What really causes the most pain is experimental medications, and eating the wrong food. It's very simple. It doesn't seem logical because it's so simple, but it is. So the only escape that I have had from pain with lupus is, again, real oranges, real strawberries, and real blackberries all together. It can't be one at a time, one today, one tomorrow. It has to be all in the same bowl at the same time, going in your mouth. You know, a piece of berry, a piece of orange, and a piece of strawberry, all at the same time, in the same setting of eating. You know, like a nice big bowl full. You know, like a bowl full that you fill up your cereal bowl. You want to fill that up with the blackberry, the strawberry, and the orange. And it needs to be not frozen. And it definitely can't be from a can. And if you eat anything from a can and you have lupus, you're going to have pain. You're going to have the worst pain you ever imagined. Going through it feels like, and when you take medication, it felt like there was fire in my veins, running in and out of my veins. That's what it feels like when you take pain medication when you have lupus. It doesn't do anything. It does nothing. When I did the prednisone, it was because my immune system was so high that even my teeth were hurting, and then my jaws were hurting, and every bone was just too much. But I was used to the legs and arms and all that, but when it came to my face, began to feel like, it felt like somebody hit me with a Mack truck in my face. Then I did take the prednisone. I took one, and then it made me feel like I was 20 years old inside of 15 minutes. And that was a beautiful feeling. But it's bad. It was bad. You know, it's really, really bad, because why do you need your immune system? That was before I knew about the strawberry and the blackberry and the orange. That was long before I knew anything about that. And why would I want my immune system to go down? It might be faster than most humans, but why would I want my immune system to go down? And then it says that this will make your immune system go down and you'll be susceptible to diseases. Why would I want that when I have a superpower that keeps me from catching anything? When you have lupus, you don't catch diseases, viruses, nothing, unless you take that stuff that makes your immune system go down, of course. If you're not taking that stuff, it's painful, because if you sit in the sun attacks your DNA, and you could pass out from the sun. I passed out in the sun after 15 minutes in the sun. Is too much. I mean, like, it's winter here, but in the summertime or whatever, you won't catch me walking those 3 miles and all of that unless I have an umbrella. You know, you have to have your umbrella when you go out, and you can't be out in the humidity when you have lupus. You just don't. You know, people are like, "Oh, you didn't come to the cookout. Oh, you didn't do this. You never do that." You know, who cares what they say, because they would never understand, you know, unless they're having that affliction. But they should just be quiet and just let you understand that you can't be forced to sit outside in the sun with everyone for 5 hours. I mean, it's not being antisocial. It's called self-preservation. You have to save yourself, because, you know, people, they find it hard to believe that you could die from sitting outside for 10 minutes too long in the sun, or, you know, because of lupus, blood DNA activation. It's actually a DNA thing. You can't catch it. It's DNA. You can't touch the microwave. I said it like a million times. You know, I ate something from a microwave the other day, and I was sick later. I just didn't say anything to anybody. Somebody made something for me, and I was sick later. And I would never do that again, not even for politeness. No, I will never do that again. I paid for that. You know, my body paid. And that's why I'm alone a lot too, because, you know, loneliness is a state of mind, and it also physical reality, depending on what's going on. But when you have lupus, it's best not to be with too many people, because in 9 out of 10 people are so bad and negative and horrible. It's so sad. That alone will give you a dysfunction of the brain. It will cause your brain to swell. All the I don't want to say it good, but everybody has it in their family, friends, and foes. Somebody's negative. Somebody's saying the wrong words. 8 out of 10 people are saying very negative words just in a regular conversation with each other, as if it was normal. And that will make you fall apart when you have lupus physically. Even if you're part of it and you understand the conversation and you speak the language, is not good for you. And it will kill you fast. Somebody could say the nastiest little word. It could be one word. And if you have lupus, it could be the one word. If you don't have meditation time, that's why I meditate for so many hours, to shed the negative from outside of me and inside of me. So it's really important to know that the doctor will never tell you what to eat. They didn't tell me. I stumbled home. That's when I made Hold On, the song Hold On, because I stopped breathing while I was on my way to get a cake for church, and passed out outside in the sun, feeling just fine that morning. But the sun hit me, and the headache, and then I threw up, and everything was dark. I was dead. I was dead then too. But not for 2 days. That was just for hours, I guess, or minutes. I'm not sure, because I was dead. And I stopped breathing out in that open sun. You have to have lots of trees around when you have lupus. Lots of shade. Oh, shade is your friend when you have lupus. Shade. Yes. Even if you love the sun, it activates the DNA and causes a flare-up. I guess is what they call them, flare-ups. But the day that I stopped breathing and the ambulance came, because good thing I was at the store. I was opening up the door to the store, and I just went down. And when I came to, I was in the hospital, and they said my blood sugar was 15, and that they had to bring me back, and they had to do a lot of blood tests to figure out why I had stopped breathing. And that's when they found out the lupus. You better not use the bathroom in here. You ready to go outside? Let's go. Excuse me. Where you at? You gotta get out of here. Come on, let's go. It's time to go. You gotta go. Get your ass outside. I'm telling you right now, you better not have used the bathroom in here. I'm telling you now. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Get out. I don't want to smell that in here. Get out. Go outside. Go. Go on out of here. Both of you. Let's go. Get out. Get out of here. You gotta go. Yes. Very good. Go. Bye. Don't go upstairs. You go upstairs, you're gonna get people in trouble. They're gonna have to call the police on me today. You're gonna have to pray really hard now. A minute. Go use the bathroom. You ready? It's your turn. You ready to go? Out? Come on. You gotta get up out of here. Go. You want me to put this outside for you so you can be warm? No, somebody got their stupid pants on my damn porch. I don't cussing. Go use the bathroom. Go use the bathroom. Don't act like you can't move. Go use the bathroom. I don't know whose pants those are, but I'm about to push them right off the porch with my foot. No, I'm not in the mood. That's not mine. I don't want it here. Get off of here. Next thing you know, you'll be trying to get away from here. I forgot I was recording. Anyhow, if you have lupus, you won't find everything you want on the internet, or you definitely won't find it from the doctor, because all they wanted to do is pump me up with all kind of different pills and experiment, because so that they could practice. Don't practice on me. Don't practice on me. They will kill you. Those doctors will kill you with their practice. When you need to breathe good, you just have to have some air conditioning. I'm sorry, the room needs to be cooler than 74 degrees. Then you have to keep your blanket with you. The room needs to always be cooler than 74. Yes, it's going to be cold. People around here, it's cold in here. It's cold. Whatever. Who cares? As long as I can breathe. That's why I have all these blankets on my bed. And I don't care how anybody feels about it. It doesn't matter. I sleep in here by myself right now. Most of 99% of the time I'm sleeping by myself all my life. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that... I better not... Okay, good. It didn't go. I don't smell anything good. What matters is that the doctor can't help you. If you have lupus, they cannot help you. I got sick of all their experiments, and because of my body, they made that medicine called whatever, I forget the name, but it's for rheumatoid, because lupus causes rheumatoid in your bones. That's what it does. And the white blood cells eat the red blood cells. When you get upset, the white blood cells eat my red blood cells. When people piss me off, my white bloods are eating my red blood cells. Right now, it's not. It's really weird. Something happened to me last night. Because usually now, like I would have seen those I never seen nothing on my porch. But for something like that would make my white blood cells eat my red blood cells really bad. And, I would be very, very sick. And that causes pain, of course. That causes extra pain, physical pain in every bone, right in the bone marrow it starts. Just from something like that, which is, to me, is not a small thing. But for some reason, I can feel my body is not having any kind of, it's not eating me. My blood cells are not eating me right now. It's real calm inside of me right now. That's real strange. So I'm about to put on my bathroom and slide out here and kick those pants off my porch. Watch. Nobody's going to be leaving their stuff over here. I don't know those people. Went down to my friend Mary's house to make me some pie. Come back and people don't act like they're trying to move in on the porch. No. They can do what they want. I don't tell people what to do. I don't care what they do, as long as they don't do it to me. Don't come over here. When I came up on the porch with my bags, I could barely get on the porch. They were standing there shooting up and smoking coke, and I don't have time for that. I don't have time. Don't get in my way with your stuff. Not no stuff like that. No, I'm trying to get in my door, and they be hiding stuff on. And I have to protect myself from going to jail. Thank God my brother's a police officer, and I'm not no snitch, but I did call my brother. I don't care who don't like it. What's wrong with people? This ain't no motherfucking shelter. Why the fuck is this shit on my porch? Why is it on my porch? I don't know what's in it, and I don't give a fuck, but it's not fucking mine. It's not mine. That's it. That's not mine. Why is that on my porch? Fuck out of here. You better be bringing nothing over here. Don't do that. And that's the end of that. You know what happened? My brother came around 3 in the morning, I think, or somebody. So he sent one of his detective friends or something because those shoes got missing. And I had heard a girl earlier in the day screaming about her shoes, and the man was saying, I know I got you size 8.5. Well, nobody better not come over here trying to start nothing, because I definitely don't wear no 8, little bitty 8. So, this turkey is well done, as I said, and I'm not celebrating Thanksgiving. Look, it made its own gravy. This turkey is well done, but I like a little crispy skin. Maybe if I turn it on, let me see if I turn it all the way up, what will it do? Let me see what it will do. And it's not like I could take the top off of it like you do in the oven, you know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that, but it's really juicy and easy to cut. Look at that. Perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect except for the skin. I'm just going to slice a few pieces. Then I'll have to do it later. Look at that. It has its own gravy. That's what I really like about it. Well, I made the gravy. I'm not going to, I did certain things to make sure. Now, see, that looks a little pink right there. And it is really big. And I hope that it's really, just because the thermometer pops up doesn't always mean that it's done deep inside. Could mean that it's just done on the top levels. And that's all I'm gonna slice right now. I can make some with some pickles. It took me so long to cook it. I'm not really in the mood to eat like that. I'm just gonna eat what I have, and then the rest I'm gonna make chop it up with onions, and when it cools down, I'm gonna chop most of it up, the breast and some of the legs and the thigh, and I'm gonna make turkey salad. I love it with pickles and Miracle Whip, or that new salad dressing by McCormick. With pickles, onions, salad dressing. Same way you make tuna fish, whatever you like. You tuna, you just do it with the turkey. You just chop it up with the way you see how it's breaking apart. It'll break itself up with the fork, you don't have to really cut it. And just mix it. I got all this stuff on the bed. All I could do was sleep on the edge of the I sleep on the edge over here on the top of the bed, and there's so much stuff, nowhere to put it. I didn't have nowhere to put anything, but I was real comfortable last night. It was very, very comfortable. 4 a.m. I went to sleep, meditate first, meditation with the rain videos. When you have lupus, it's really good to meditate for many, many hours. Many, many hours. You can't, see, they say you're the party pooper if you have lupus. It's not about that. And people can't be pressuring people, making them feel bad because they don't want to be with everybody every second. Because when you have lupus, you have to have hours and hours of quiet. Even if you're a person that doesn't like to be in a quiet, you have to have that to survive. You have to have it, because whatever you think your mind can take doesn't have nothing to do with what your blood cells are doing. So, I got lots and lots of information about lupus because I've been living with it and escaping death. The word is escape, death. With lupus, you gotta escape. And the doctors, once again, the doctors can't help you. They don't know what they're doing. They have to practice when it comes to lupus. Okay? So until next time, till later, I got my strawberries and my blackberries. I got to get them out the fridge. And I have a little bit of sip of orange juice left. And orange juice is never from concentrate. Never, unless you want to commit suicide. If you have lupus, do not never touch concentrate or glucose. And glucose, number one, pain right there. Big pain, the biggest pain that will make you scream. Yeah, lupus. They're surprised. They said, why are you still alive? Because that day that they told me it was too late, when I talked to them about those pain medications, I told them, I'm not taking no more of your stuff because it's making me hurt more, and it's making my veins feel like there's fire. He looked at me and wrote it down because they're practicing. They're taking notes. And I didn't. And I went home. I could barely walk. I was in so much pain. My legs wouldn't move good. But I struggled and held on to stuff. And when I got home, I literally fell on the floor. And the computer fell and it opened. And I had my blood work in my hand. And I punched in 3 numbers and 2 letters or something to that effect. It was numbers and letters. And this page popped up and it said DNA on my computer when I punched in those 3 little numbers or letters. And it said how to make new blood. Because with lupus, you have to make new blood every day. And that is what the orange juice and the clams and the salmon and the omega-3 on the salmon skin, you have to have it. And it has to be fresh all the time. It has to be very, very fresh. And without the salmon, with the omega, you don't have a chance. You have to have that like maybe once a week. You know, most people can't afford it. It's very expensive. When you have lupus, your food diet is really expensive. You can't have any cheap canned frozen food that you can't even describe the name or spell it. You can't eat none of those things. This is Lori D. The songbird reborn, rebuilt and resurrected. Nausea. Immortal, resurrected is what I am. The doctors are always surprised by me when they take my blood. Lupus has a good part because even my saliva, they look under the microscope and they say, oh my God, if you could only understand what your body is doing. To look at the liquid behind my eyes and say, oh my God, I've never seen nothing like this before. Went and got 9 other eye doctors to look at it. Just to look at me. And I had to run out and hide, get away from them. They were treating me like I was, they were like, so amazed. You know, even the liquid down below test, I have videotapes on my under health in my YouTube of my doctor visit gynecologist. They're all clapping like they're clapping like they're at a concert. I mean, because of my liquids down below. They're like, you got a lot of Priscillas. I'm like, what? What are you talking about, Priscillas? You know, I always have extra, more than human. That's what lupus really is. It's that your immune system is bigger than a human body can handle. So you need to treat it accordingly. You can't feed your body what normal people eat every day because you're not normal. You're like a superhuman, and you'll be sick when you eat what everybody else is eating. You can't keep up with everybody else. You got to eat strictly raw, fresh berries. I didn't say fruit. I said berries. All the berries. Berries, berries, berries. Number one, strawberry, blackberry, strawberry, and all the other berries. All of them. And those are God's, I say they're like God's miracle drug, because I really can't put all the words together, but if you have lupus, that is your medicine. Clams for iron, blackberries for iron. You have to keep making new blood all day, every day. You just got to keep making new blood. Don't take no medication. Don't take no man-made stuff. Just leave that alone. Just throw that in the trash. That will kill you faster.